ChatGPT is smart, but is it smart enough to finish my Roblox game? With puzzles to solve, dangers to avoid, and several places where the AI could just get stuck or lost, this will be put to the test. But if the AI can successfully navigate the game to the end, there will also be a game-changing twist for all of you at the end, so stay tuned. We're going to be doing a sort of roleplay with ChatGPT, who is going to be guiding my every step through my horror game, and I will be doing exactly what ChatGPT says. So, what do you think? Do you think ChatGPT can finish it? I, for one, would be surprised if it couldn't, but I'm more interested in what you guys think, so place your bets in the comments below, and let's see how many people have faith in the ChatGPT AI. The air inside Morsburg Mental Hospital is thick with tension as I sit in the dimly lit storage room. This is the closest thing I can do to sitting. The silence is occasionally broken by distant creaks and eerie echoes. No, it is not. I should add those kind of ambient sounds. That'd be cool. I glance at the computer screen, displaying the feeds from the 6 cameras. Wait. How did you know that? I mentioned the cameras, that you've got the monitor for the cameras. I didn't mention it's also on the computer. Has ChatGPT played Ghost Hunt before? The monitor in front of me shows the corridor just outside the storage room. Yes, as a matter of fact, it does. Oh no, it doesn't, never mind. Slowly rising from my chair, I approach the door. The rusty hinges letting out a slow groan as I open it. Will they? Kinda. More of a squeak than a groan. Let's try this one. I decide to speak aloud, hoping to provoke any potential entities. If there's anyone here or anything here, please give me a sign. I'm here to understand your story. What did it say again? If something actually answers me, I'm gonna lose it. So yeah, we're here in the first hallway. ChatGPT decided to take a look at the first cameras, looks like. All right, I'm giving ChatGPT the option to investigate all the rooms or just ignore them. Curiosity getting the better of me, I decided to explore the rooms. Okay, the doors to the rooms are slightly ajar. I disagree. It's getting the atmosphere, that's cool. It's cool ChatGPT understands the purpose of the game is exploration. I observe the surroundings, both with my eyes and through the lens of the portable monitor, hoping to capture any paranormal activity. Cool. Oh, we captured some after I asked the ghost to make its presence known. Oh my gosh. People have asked if I do get creeped out playing this by myself, and I do. It happens. Like right now, I'm literally, oh my gosh. Oh, I should mention the double doors, so ChatGPT can get its first puzzle to solve. That was cool. The knocking happened in the flashlight. Oh, there's one! Oh my gosh. I can't tell if that was excitement or fear or both. If you haven't been keeping up with the Updating My Game series, you can see how I've designed a lot of this stuff and how I set all those ghost NPCs up. It's pretty cool. I decide to investigate the source of the knocking. Slowly, I reach for the door handle. Again, how does ChatGPT know these are handles and not knobs? That's so creepy. Is this what it's like to have players in your game? As I approach the foot of the old bed, the sight of a shadowy figure sends a shiver down my spine. I decide to momentarily set aside pursuit of the figure and focus on finding a way to navigate beyond the locked double doors in the middle of the corridor. Attaboy. I'm gonna speed this up a bit, it's taking a while. Boom. The sudden violent display of the door flying off its hinges startles me, and the loud slamming noise reverberates through the corridor. Cautiously, I approach the now doorless entrance, my senses on high alert. Will you explore the air vent? Please say yes. The darkness within the vent seems impenetrable. So we're in the air vent. Dropping through the opening at the end of the vent, you find yourself in what appears to have been a security station. I should have probably mentioned the red and blue lights and buttons. Son of a gun. ChatGPT, ChatGPT's figured it out, oh my gosh. Fun fact, if those who didn't know, this radio used to play like old 40s music, like Andrew's Sisters kind of stuff, but Roblox removed those sounds because of copyright, so now it plays nothing. Nothing. Okay, so there's the door to the right, there's the door to the left. What's chat gonna do? After a moment of consideration, I chose to explore the door to the left first. As I open the door, the creaking hinges break the silence. Hang on a second. I gotta get caught up. It's going too fast. Chat is gonna explore this entire flippin' game, which I guess is the point. So that's cool. Hinges squeaked. Oh my gosh. So chat decided to go to the door on the left, which leads to the cafeteria. And camera 3, I think? Yeah, okay. If veteran Ghost Hunt players are watching this, they probably remember there's a vent in here, but I'm not actually gonna mention it because it doesn't actually lead to anything. All right, so Chad decided to explore the cafeteria, kind of, yes, but not all that thoroughly, so I'll just kind of do like a broad sweep of this. And then it was pretty eager to return to patient transfer, so I'll go ahead and do that. which is a shame because it missed out on this ghost right through here. It also mixed out on the collapsing walkway, but I don't really mind. This, I appreciate chat's freedom. It seems to have forgotten the color of the buttons on the control panel. Oh, but it did figure out, that didn't stop it from figuring out what it does, what the buttons do. Ah, chat, I'm so proud of you. All right, so chat, return to patient transfer after... What the frick? Now, I think chat wants to go back to the security station, so let's get in there. And it closely examined the buttons and kind of worked out that they kind of correspond to the doors, so I'll kind of give it that a little bit too. Yeah, so chat has clearly figured out that the buttons seem to unlock the doors. Yes, and it figured out to press the green button. It's figured out so much. It figured out the door was locked, it figured out the buttons unlocked the door, and it figured out the lights would change once you press the buttons. This is pretty amazing. The unfolding events heighten my anticipation as I prepare to explore the area beyond this newly accessible door. Dang, it's just going for it. Shouldn't these be windowed? I just noticed that. I might fix that. Because if I'm a security guy transferring a patient from here to there, I guess I could just push that button. This isn't as secure a system as I thought. Okay, now the trick is how am I gonna describe all of this, and this, and this, and this, all to ChatGPT. I guess I'll take it by like what we can see in the darkness. So we got a door and a bed to the right. Okay. I just heard the door make the locked sound. That's creepy. I can't. Oh my gosh. Holy frick. That scared me. I got chills. I have to include that. Oh man, the lights keep flickering when like other things keep happening. It's so good. It's so creepy. I just need to add more and this game will be really nice. It's really taking an interest in that bed. I didn't expect that at all. Door to the left. Okay. Yeah, see, chat's got the right idea. You just got to explore everything. That is so creepy. For those who don't know the history of this image, it came from, I think, a government.gov page that I was required to study for like a mental health course in high school. And I just saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to put that in my game. It's just so disturbing. Inside the room is a circle of wheelchairs and a message roughly painted in crimson red on the wall which reads welcome. Aside from these things, there is nothing else in the room. Alright, so now chat decided to leave this room and keep going down the hallway. What I really want to know is how chat's gonna handle the Billy Collins chase event. I have no clue how that's gonna work. Proceeding down the hall, another shadowy figure appears. This time it walks straight towards you and then vanishes before your very eyes. Sounds like what happened, right? The sudden appearance of another shadowy figure sends a shiver down my spine. Alright, so now I've described this hallway to chat. Let's see what it decides to do. But I've also mentioned that there's more areas this way. Okay, so chat basically just describes exploring this entire hallway in one fell swoop, which is really handy for me because this is taking way too long. I mean, I expected it to take a while, but oof. I'm getting tired. Found a note from a patient. Okay, let's see what it says about this. I'm very curious. I want to know. In one of the halls, you find a torn piece of paper tucked slightly under the bed. It appears to be a note left behind by a patient. It reads, I turned it all around, but they won't know. They won't catch me. Two alike, two alike. It doesn't appear to know what the note actually means, but I wouldn't either, so I can't fault it for that. The reference to turning things around and the repeated phrase, two alike, raise curiosity about the patient's state of mind and events they believe unfolded within Morsburg Mental Hospital. I never thought about that. For those who don't know, like, the actual lore of Ghost Hunt is a much deeper iceberg than what's actually revealed in the game. And I intend to fix that eventually, but what's actually revealed in the game is literally just the tip of the iceberg. Everything below the surface, that's the full lore of Ghost Hunt, and I need to communicate it eventually. I totally forgot to mention camera 4 is here. So here we are at the elevator. This is gonna be the next big puzzle that chat has to solve, and my gosh, my shadow looks creepy on the ceiling. Ugh. There's really nothing else that chat could do back here, so let's head back to camera 4, and I'll describe the environment as it pertains to this little intersection here, if that makes sense. So far, chat has made all the right decisions. I'm so curious as to what it's gonna do with the Billy Collins chase scene in the morgue, though. That's insane. I feel like I should give it an advantage, because, like, that's a very action-based sequence, whereas this is very, like, you know, choices-based thing. All right, let's see where chat decides to go now. I've described this and that to chat. Oh, all right, so now at this point, chat has decided to keep going this way, which is actually the correct way to go because there's not really anything you can do yet down there. Okay, chat. Through the door straight ahead, there lies a corridor. To the right is a set of double doors, a sign above ominously labeling it as the asylum morgue. The path to the left is shrouded in darkness, but a faint opening can be seen. Oh my gosh, chat is avoiding the morgue. That's so good. Because there's actually, like, no reason whatsoever to go in there. You don't even need to go in the morgue to finish the game. Like I said, chat's... Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's so creepy. That door is close enough to just be included in the initial description of this, I think. Yeah, so now it looks like chat's trying to work... is kind of in the process of working out. The doors are kind of color-coded a bit. The brown ones are always locked. Okay, so chat wants to go to the brown door. This is not marked basement? Why is this not marked basement? That should be marked basement. Oh well. Alright, so chat wants to go through this door, obviously. And I'll go ahead and tell chat what this room was for. I'll give it some more insight into the history. The room is a sight to behold. Okay, I've just described this entire room to ChatGPT. Except I forgot to mention that there is also camera 5. Oh! I thought there were 6 cameras in the game, but there's only 5. I've lied to chat. I feel terrible. Okay, so chat hasn't left the room yet, and they did inspect the bed. It seems pretty reasonable to assume that chat, if they were a player, would find this key, right? Chat's actually getting kinda close to the end of the game. This is insane. Oh, chat, look. There's a floating camera monitor on the cameras. I'm actually surprised that chat has able to progress this far this smoothly. Like, I thought for sure by now chat would actually get stuck on something, like the door puzzle, or I thought they'd go into the morgue and get killed by Billy, which I guess could still happen because we're actually gonna see the morgue again, and I am gonna mention it. Well, it looks like chat is starting to figure out the key is gonna unlock one of the doors it found, so that's pretty cool. My prediction is they'll try the locked door we just tried a few minutes ago first, and then they'll find out it doesn't work, so then they'll go to the other locked door, I imagine. Chat has decided to try to take over by saying the key unlocked that door, but that's literally not possible. Okay, good, I fixed it. I was afraid this was just gonna confuse ChatGPT to death. I should have known. Chat is smarter than that. Alright, so chat's heading back in the direction of the morgue, but they are not yet going into it. I kinda hope they don't, but I'm not gonna tell chat that. Because I don't want to hold chat's hand too much. Oh! Chat has skipped the morgue entirely! Good grief, that's actually like the best course of action. Oh my gosh. Alright, I've got a feeling chat's gonna unlock the door. There's a subtle click and the door creaks open. This time you are correct, the door does creak open. Alright, so here we are in the maintenance tunnel. I am absolutely surprised that chat didn't want to explore the morgue. I'm very relieved because that would have threatened to break this entire thing because Billy could have actually killed us. He could have killed chat and just ended this whole experience, but no, chat didn't even give it a chance to happen. I never remember how to spell maintenance. Maintenance? I'm not gonna remember. I never remember how to spell that word. It's so annoying. So obviously chat wants to go through the door, but this is another massive crossroads because now we have an elevator and I'm gonna tell ChatGPT that they could actually send it up and go down into the basement. How bold is chat gonna be with this? The discovery of a wide stairway and the controls to the previously inaccessible elevator presents 2 intriguing options. Oh my gosh. So now chat has actually skipped the morgue and the basement. I'm kind of relieved because the basement is such a maze. It would take forever for me to like navigate chat down. Holy I forgot the doors do that. My gosh. That's horrifying. So there's door to the right, door ahead, and door to the left. But the door ahead is labeled nursery. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see what chat does with that. I would be amazed if chat actually finds the secret room in this game. That would be so cool. If it does, I might just grant it an automatic win, honestly. Because I think it's pretty much proven itself to be able to navigate Morsburg Mental Asylum. All right, chat wants to investigate the nursery. Good but eerie choice. Oh my gosh, this room is so creepy, but I really should add more like toys and stuff here because it's kind of bare, honestly. Hasn't aged well. Scattered about are toys, including and limited to. Now some players figure out the blocks will spell out the word help before this event actually happens, and they do. Let's see if chat figures that out. I actually have, I don't think I've ever shown this in a video, but my wife and I visited an antique store recently, and I actually found these letter blocks at the antique store that actually do spell out help. And the hilarious thing is that the H is actually accurate to the, like the color of the letter H here is accurate to what gosh dang it. Reminds me of the old History Channel logo. Oh my gosh. So earlier, chat accurately mentioned grabbing the handles of the doors that had handles. Now it's saying grabbing the knob of a door that actually has a knob. I've never mentioned handles or knob. All right, well, chat has decided to go further. I swear, chat has played this before. Chat's done. Chat's just going the speed run route. Chat actually has taken the speed run route. Oh my gosh. I forgot all about that. Chat actually has kind of taken the speedrun route, except when it decided to investigate the cafeteria. That's the only optional space in the game that chat has decided to explore. That was one of these doors. Oh man. But yeah, chat still wants to proceed down this hall. All right, so now I'm giving chat the chance to either investigate the offices or just go straight downstairs. It decided to investigate the office. I'm pretty sure it was this door that started slamming. There needs to be more ghosts in here. There's not really a whole lot of ghosts in this area. As I step into the office, the eerie atmosphere is palpable. It loves the word palpable. Surrounded by relics of a bygone age. The age-old computer and monitor stands as relics of the past, frozen in time. 2 chairs on one side of the desk and 1 chair on the other suggest a space occupied by individuals engaged in the task of the asylum. I agree. With the flashlight casting shadows across the room, I carefully inspect the details within the office. The investigation within Morsburg Mental Hospital has led me to this moment. Well, don't sound so climactic about it, you still got a bit more to explore. The office becomes a focal point in the investigation, and I remain vigilant for any signs of paranormal activity or clues. Wow, it loves this office. Okay, I told ChatGPT there's not really anything to find. Will you search the other offices or go down the stairs? Okay. So it decided to backtrack and search the other offices. I know there's only something of interest in one of these. I think it's this one. Yeah. One of the offices appears ransacked. One note in the office indicates that a staff member at the asylum suspected the owner was slowly losing his grip on reality. On the floor is a note covered in an ominous red stain, which simply reads, "You're fired." Will you continue to investigate this room? The ransacked office, along with the notes suggesting a staff member's concern about the owner's deteriorating mental state, and the ominous red stained note with the message "You're fired" adds a layer of intrigue to the investigation. Yes, it does. Well, this is interesting. So, I asked chat if they wanted to continue searching this office for a reason, because there is an Easter egg, for those who don't know. I think it's behind here? Yes. That's not the right thing. Right here. Right here. Scrawled into the metal of this filing cabinet, it says, "It was him, he was here." You notice one of the filing cabinets is crooked. Looking behind it, you find a message scratched into the metal. "It was him, he was here," it reads. Aside from this, you find nothing else of interest. What will you do next? Also, what do you make of that? I'm just gonna say they already explored the other offices. They seem weirdly obsessed with the offices for some reason. That's so scary! Oh my gosh, I don't like it. It actually was that door. Was it that door last time? Did lightning strike in the same place twice? All right, chat wants to go to the stairwell. So let's head down this long old stairwell. This is the longest stairwell I've seen since Welcome to the Game 2. It's really amazing that this AI has accurately navigated the map and has basically just bypassed all of the dangerous or confusing parts. Pretty amazing. It's cool how much chat actually seems to remember as well. Yeah, chat shows zero interest in exploring the restrooms, but I'm okay with that. Cool. All right, well now we're at the courtyard. This is where I tried and failed to add another wandering ghost. You gotta be kidding. Through the double doors, you find an outdoor courtyard. The pale moonlight trickles down onto you as the untrimmed grass blows in the midnight wind. Straight ahead is a fountain. On the path to your left, right, and straight ahead, beyond the fountain, you can see more sets of double doors. Where will you go? If it says straight ahead, I'm gonna be convinced it knows where it's going. Approach the fountain. I think that's close enough to justify it noticing the window. I'm not trying to rush ChatGPT here, it's just, I'm convinced it's gonna find the answers to everything this game has to offer. So, we're literally just prolonging the inevitable if we don't just basically hand it the answers. Of course you're gonna investigate. Why would I even ask? Yep, it wants to see more of the broken window. Incredible. Yep, Cautiously navigating through the window, I find myself on the other side, ready to explore the interior of the asylum from this new vantage point. It's gonna go left, I swear. It always loves to just go into the unknown. Yep, take the left path. Now you have come to an intersection in the halls. Alright, well now chat has basically found the closest thing to an ending there actually is, so I'm gonna fill in the gaps that will be in the future. Stepping into the space with the fancy doors, you suddenly recognize this area. As you continue forward, you make your way to the front entrance, your inviting van waiting for you outside. You leave Morsburg Mental Hospital and return to your hotel room, feeling watched by the ghosts from the asylum. And when the sun finally rises, you will return to collect your equipment under the comfort of a daytime sky. The end, kind of. The inviting van awaits outside, a beacon of safety in the haunting atmosphere of the asylum. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was trying to say, but it's better. The ghosts that seem to watch from the shadows follow me as I make my way to the van. Leaving Morsburg Mental Hospital behind, I carry with me the memories of the eerie corridors, the mysterious rooms, and the chilling encounters within the forsaken asylum. The journey back to the hotel room is marked by a lingering sense of being watched, a testament to the haunted history that envelops Morsburg Mental Hospital. As the sun begins to rise, I reflect on the night's investigation, knowing that I will return to collect my equipment under the comfort of a daytime sky. The mysteries of the asylum remain, and the ghosts that seem to watch may continue to whisper their secrets in the shadows. The investigation may be over for now, but the haunting memories of Morsburg Mental Hospital will linger on. Can I use that as the actual ending narrative in the game? Shocking probably no one, me least of all, chat was actually smart enough to navigate through the entirety of Ghost Hunt, but what surprised me was that it not only navigated through Ghost Hunt from start to finish, but it did so by taking the most practical and the most effective route possible. It avoided areas that didn't really matter to getting out of the asylum or getting to the end. It skipped the morgue entirely, when that's the only area where there's something that might actually harm you, for now. And it avoided the basement entirely, where it could easily have gotten lost, because it's kind of a repetitive maze down there. So that's really impressive. Now, for the cherry on top. Let's see what happens when I do this. This entire roleplay was actually a step-by-step course through my Roblox Horror game. Based on your experience, is there anything you might suggest to improve it? What are you gonna say about that, chat? It's fascinating to learn that our roleplay was a step-by-step walkthrough of your Roblox Horror game. Creating a compelling— oh my gosh, they've got a novel for me. Creating a compelling horror game involves a delicate balance of atmosphere, storytelling, and interactive elements. Based on our experience, here are a few suggestions to enhance your game. Pacing and atmosphere. Consider tweaking the pacing or create moments of heightened tension followed by brief periods of relief. I agree. Experiment with ambient sounds, music, and lighting to create a chilling atmosphere. Introduce more interactive puzzle elements. I also agree. Further develop the narrative. I also agree. Jump scares and surprises. Strategically place jump scares or unexpected events to keep the players on their toes. However, be mindful of not overusing them. Yes, that's a lesson a lot of Roblox Horror developers should learn, especially back in like 2010. There were just jump scares everywhere. As a well-timed jump scare can be more effective than frequent ones. Yes. Ensure a smooth and intuitive game flow, guiding players seamlessly through the environment. This can be achieved through level design, clear visual cues, and thoughtful placement of the doors or pathways. I kind of agree, but I don't want to do that too much because Ghost Hunt's all about exploration. So I kind of want to encourage the player to explore all their areas. Implement feedback mechanisms to let the player know when they've achieved a goal. That's a good idea. I should do that. So like maybe when they reach patient transfer, like I could have like some flavor text that, which has been suggested by people before, that tells them that they've reached patient transfer or whatever, and that kind of gives a sense of progress. Player agency, what's that? Consider incorporating choices that impact the game's narrative or outcomes. That's an interesting idea. Huh, I never actually thought of that before. I mean, I kind of have, but really brief. That's cool. I'm gonna have to save this chat and, I mean, it saves by itself, but I have to revisit it. Gather feedback from the players or Roblox community. I am in the process of doing that thanks to you guys. Remember that success of a horror game often lies in the emotional impact it has on the players. Yeah. Continue iterating on your game based on player feedback and your own observations to create a captivating and memorable horror experience. Great. I don't know if anyone else likes to do this, but I actually always say thank you to ChatGPT. I know I don't have to, it's AI, but I like to. It just feels natural. It just feels natural to talk to ChatGPT the same way I'd talk to anyone else. Absolutely amazing. All right, well, this has been quite a fascinating experience. I hope it's been equally fascinating for you as it has been for me. I've been recording for 2.5 hours, so this is gonna be probably a 10-hour editing project, so I better get to it. Also, be sure to, last minute, be sure to check out the Updating My Game series as well, because in that series, we actually explore how I maintain all of this, how I add new features, how I fix bugs, how I get new ideas and stuff like that. How I interact with the community. It's just a really fun and interesting experience, so be sure to check out the Updating My Game series at some point too. Anyway, thanks so much again for watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.